A couple of days ago, I put out a post where this young lady was talking about how she hates living with her brother. And that made this woman send me this post because she's a Redditor and she wrote this up 3 years ago, but obviously it's still impacting her. And she sent this to me. She had originally posted this in the Entitled People subreddit. It's titled, He Expected Me to Clean Up After Him, and It Gets Worse. This is extra long. She says, My relationship with my older brother has always been really rocky. Without going into too much potentially triggering detail, he hurt me a lot when I was younger. So there's a lot of fear surrounding him. Saying that now as the reason for why I could never stand up for him for this. A few years ago, my family decided someone should move into our late grandparents' home to look after the place, and I immediately volunteered. I loved that home, that farm. There were a ton of good memories there, and I was so excited when my family agreed. But then my health took a downward turn, and it was decided I couldn't live alone due to safety reasons. Enter my older brother. He was in his late 20s at the time, and parents wanted him to finally move out. So they said he was going to come live with me to keep an eye on me in case something happened. I wasn't happy about that, but he was the only one who could, and the only way I get to live at my late grandparents' place. So I agreed to it. From the very start, things were not great. He didn't help unbox anything except for his own belongings. No kitchen stuff, no bathroom stuff, just his clothes and computer. As it was just me doing it, and with my fragile health at the time, it was taking me a long while to get it all done. That's when my aunt thought it was a great idea to start doing weekly visits, i.e., inspections of the place. She got pissed when she saw things still boxed up after a week of being there, but told me she was willing to look past it if I got it put away soon. I busted my butt getting everything put away then, but I was contending with other issues at that point. He started messing up the house. I would wake up to find garbage and crumbs across the kitchen counters and table, dirty dishes dropped wherever he was closest to, and his dirty laundry dropped on the living room floor. His room started getting bad as well. From about a month of him being there, it started to stink. I went in a few times and there would be dishes with rotting food on his dresser. The floor was covered in a layer of food wrappers and other garbage. Dirty laundry was thrown everywhere. His game disc, which we'll come back to later, would be laying unprotected on the floor. It just got worse from there. At the start, he'd tidy up a little bit after himself. If I asked politely enough, he'd throw garbage away or bring his dishes out of the room, only if I asked. 3 months in, that changed. He started getting snippy at me, slamming and locking his door if I'd asked him to do anything around the house. His messes were getting worse, and it was just me trying to play catch up every day. It got to the point my morning routine was wake up, head out to the kitchen while picking up any dirty laundry or garbage on the way, gather up dirty dishes from around the room and put them on the counter to wash. Wash a few of them just to get a head start. Wipe crumbs off all the counters and table. Wash the rest of the dishes. I still don't understand how he could use so many in a single night. Sweep floors if the crumb situation was bad enough. All this before I'd allow myself to have anything to eat or drink due to sheer panic of my aunt stopping by unannounced again and seeing the place in this state. It literally sounds like this woman has PTSD or OCD or some kind of situation. I don't know. Y'all would have to weigh in. She says, my brother was working a very part time job at the time. And as soon as he left for his shift, I would pounce on his room. I'd haul out armfuls, plural, of dirty dishes, which I'd then hurry to wash. I'd carry out at least one full, heavy duty garbage bag of trash. I would make his bed after brushing off the crumbs. All this in a few hours I had before he'd get back home. And he would always get incredibly pissed at me for it, which I understand. I know it was an invasion of privacy, and if not for the aunt, I wouldn't have done it. But the state of his room was going to get us both evicted, so I felt justified doing it. It went on this way for a year and a half. During that time, he made me bring his game disc in to get them fixed. He had me pay for them and never paid me back. I wound up in the emergency room on 3 separate occasions, all due to working myself to the point of overexhaustion and aggravating already pre existing health problems. Once, when I was away for a few days in the hospital, he turned my room into a storage room, i.e., he threw all his laundry and belongings on my bedroom floor because he didn't want to deal with them. I wound up having to sort through it and pick it all up. He moved the landline phone into his room, essentially cutting off my contact to the outside world behind a locked door, as my cell phone barely had any service there. He took food money away from me against my will to buy his own, would eat part of it and let the rest rot in the fridge until I cleaned it out. Important note, I have a lot of dietary restrictions, so it's not like I could just snack on it or share it with him. I just had to deal with him basically stealing my food money, then wasting it on food I couldn't even eat. He would lock himself in his room anytime the aunt came by, making me have to face her wrath on my own because I had no lock on my door and I wasn't allowed to put one on. So much for the whole protectors and providers that it just naturally comes simply because you have a peen. He would barge into my room uninvited, but get pissed if I went into his. He would expect me to play video games with him and throw a fit if I said no, even after I explained that I had too much cleaning to do. And if he really wanted me to play with him, he would have to lend a hand so it would be done quicker, and I might have energy to play. He never did. He wouldn't empty out our cat's wet food and would just let it go moldy if I wasn't there for a few days, and he would forget to refill her water. The only jobs he was expected to do around the house were emptying the cat litter for our one cat and vacuuming, both things I physically couldn't do because of severe asthma. And once a week, he was supposed to bring laundry over to our parents' place to wash, as we didn't have a washer or dryer. I remember him vacuuming once the whole time we were there. He rarely emptied the cat litter, which meant I wound up having to do it once in a while and just suffer through a serious asthma attack afterwards. He also rarely brought the laundry over. I wasn't able to drive, so I wound up having to ask my mom to bring it over with her when she visited. 3 jobs. He hardly did any of them, but still expected the house to be clean when our aunt stopped by and would be upset if it wasn't. He just didn't want to have a hand in getting it that way. On the subject of other family, I tried reaching out. My parents would visit on occasion. They both knew how bad it got. They'd seen it at the worst. I'd even called my mom in a full crying panic more than once. When the aunt called in the morning to say she'd be there in an hour and the house wasn't clean, my mom had to come over and help me speed clean it with me working through a full blown panic attack, scared I wouldn't have it clean enough by the time the aunt got there. Mom is also the one who drove me into the ER. She knew how bad it was, but he was her golden child. He could do no wrong, the can do no wrong child, and I was always the problem. She would tell me I was making it worse than it was, that it wasn't that bad, that it wasn't his fault he was messy, that I should just deal with it and clean up after him. Dad would at least seem sorry for me. He'd tell me he wished my brother would clean up after himself, but there was nothing he could do. Aunt just didn't want to hear my excuses. She would yell at me for the state of the place after I worked myself half to death cleaning it already. She blamed me for it, threatened to kick us out over every tiny thing wrong, made passive aggressive comments, took pictures and said she would show them to the rest of the relatives so they'd know how we were destroying the house, etc. A year and a half of this, I lost a dangerous amount of weight. I hardly slept, hardly ate. Anxiety spiked so badly I was having panic attacks at least once a week, especially toward the weekend when I knew the aunt was coming. All of my days were devoted to cleaning up after him. I dropped hobbies just to wash dishes or pick up his garbage. I even pulled an all-nighter just to make the house look presentable. After I'd been in the hospital and spent a few days at my parents' place recuperating, so you can imagine the state of the house. Toward the year and a half mark, I met my now husband. When we decided he should come spend the weekend, I was both happy and terrified. I worked myself to the point of passing out to make the place look decent. I asked my brother to help, told him we would be having company, and was met with a slamming door in my face while he went back to his video games. Now, husband came up. We had a great time and chose to make it a weekly thing. It was about a month into that when I went away for the weekend with my at the time boyfriend. At this point, he knew of how bad it could get and just wanted to get me out of there for a few days. He'd even given my brother a piece of his mind for not emptying the cat litter and making me do it because of my asthma. So brother hated him, told me to break up with him for being rude to him, even called my mom to complain about it, and I got chewed out by my mom for letting my boyfriend talk to my brother like that way. I was beyond sick of brother's bullcrap. I was exhausted, had been in the ER just recently because of him again, and needed to get away. Boyfriend took me up to a cabin and we spent the weekend there. Had an amazing time. And he brought me home. From the second I stepped back into the farmhouse, I wanted to cry. It was an absolute disaster, like the brother had gone out of his way to destroy the place. So much garbage, laundry, dishes, etc. I said goodbye to the boyfriend, who was horrified and reluctant to leave, and I started to try to make a dent in the horror show that was the house. It didn't take long for me to break down. When I called the boyfriend that night to make sure he'd gotten home safe, I told him how bad it was, and he invited me to move in with him. I jumped at that chance for more reasons than one. Brother took immediate issue with this. He threw a fit when I told him, straight up told me I was being selfish, that I didn't appreciate all that he did for me, that how dare I leave? How could I dare move in with someone who talked to him that way? I just packed up a few of my things and went with the boyfriend. Just like that, I was out. It was 3 months before I went back to grab a few more of my things. In that time, brother had gotten an eviction notice from our aunt and was having to move back in with the parents. I don't blame her one bit. Let me paint the picture for you of what I saw when I walked into the house. He run out of room for garbage on the counter and table. It was stacked up too high. So he'd opened the oven, pulled the racks out, and was piling garbage up on them instead. Guess what? The only place that didn't have garbage was the pristine garbage can. The living room floor was covered in his dirty laundry. He had run out of clean dishes and resorted to using Tupperware lids as plates, with the dirty dishes covering the entire counter by the sink or stacked in his room. Speaking of, I caught a glance inside his room. The smell was the worst in there. I could tell there was food in there from the time I left. Didn't try to take a step inside, obviously, not that there was a place to step. Keep in mind, this is after the aunt had visited and demanded he cleaned up. She'd seen it this way, blew her top, and he still didn't give a crap. I, on the other hand, panicked. Call it ingrained at this point, but I started frantically cleaning. It was only my boyfriend who stopped me, had to actually grab my hands and hug me to get me to stop. With me hyperventilating and close to a panic attack, we got my things and got the hell out of there. Brother's living back with our parents and has trashed his room there. He's still pissy at me for calling him out on the way he treated me and thinks I'm still required to be nice to him because mom says I should, and that he did absolutely nothing wrong with the way he behaved. And he's actually taking to pretending that I don't exist. He's also still holding a grudge against my husband for him having the utter gall to tell him to be an adult and clean up after himself. Mom still denies it was bad, even though she's dealing with it now, or that I have anything residual from that time, despite the fact that I told her that I get panicky and shaky when the place I'm living now gets even slightly untidy. For me, I'm happier than I've ever been. I'm essentially no contact with my brother and limited contact with my mom. Just got married, living with someone who loves me and actually helps with housework, even without being asked. Still dealing with the trauma of living in a place that felt that stressful and unsafe, but working on it. Not holding out much hope of the brother realizing how entitled he was or is. This brother totally sounds like a nightmare. And this woman is the type of woman that didn't really have any other options. She was living in that farmhouse was supposed to be her outlet, but he ruined it. And she was panicking because the aunt kept trying to threaten her. Nobody stood up for this woman. Nobody protected her from this man. And like, where's the family in that? They put all of the blame and stress on this woman. And like this person at the bottom says, your brother is a spoiled little B word who needs his games and everything taken away so he can maybe learn to do anything because he's like a child, like a toddler. No, a king baby, because now he is. This was obviously a very long post, but I do want to get to a couple of these comments. King Bootylicious says, oh, sweetheart, that sounds absolutely horrific, and I wouldn't be surprised if it left you with PTSD. So happy you found someone who makes you happy and feel secure. It only gets better from here. Well done for coping with that for so long. And she says, I do have diagnosed PTSD, both from things he did long before that and from that. Learning to deal with it and slowly getting better as the days go. Thanks for the kind words. Jesus, this woman has PTSD from living with her family. You see how she was getting panicky and had to clean up. Now imagine had she run into a man that was abusive and she tried to appease his personality by cooking and cleaning and just trying to make sure that she catered to his every whim. That's how people end up in those types of situations. A lot of it does stem from things that happen in your childhood. So that's another reason why I try to hold space for women and want to hear their stories, not just cast aspersions on their particular situation in the moment. All right, y'all. I know this was long. Join the conversation. Let me know what you think of all of this. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.